Hi, this is Sean Henricksen here at the Sean Henricksen Law Firm, where we help good people like you avoid the devastating consequences of criminal charges. Today we're talking about why your case could take a while to get through the system. Before we get to that, we do have a free download for you. It's 5 things you should be doing right now if you've been arrested. You can click down in the description below. There's a link there and we'll send that right out to you. A question I get from a lot of different people is, why is this taking so long? Why can't we get it wrapped up in the first court date or the second court date? And there are a few reasons for that. First off, especially at your first court date, we may not have all of the information on your case. We may still be waiting for body cam on your case. If this is DWI or drug case or something where they're sending something out to a lab to be tested, we may still be waiting on those lab results to come back in. So in a lot of situations, we're still waiting for discovery to come in at that point of the case. And also, when we get to that first court date, the prosecutors usually haven't looked at your case at all. They're going to look at the police report for about a minute and a half, maybe, while we're there in court. And that's pretty much all the work that they've done so far in your case. And they may make an offer at that time, but they don't know any of the nuances of your case, if there were any mistakes that were made. They're just reading the police report, which is written by the officer who arrested you. And police reports are written in a way that is persuasive and to support their decision to ultimately arrest you. So if there are any problems that the state is going to have with your case, they're not going to notice that from looking at the police report. The other thing is that a lot of people want their cases dismissed, and that's usually what we're going for on a criminal case. We want to see if there's any way that we can get this case against you dismissed. And dismissals can take a while to happen because, again, the prosecutors haven't really reviewed your case early on. What they're normally focused on is the case that they've got set for trial next week, and they're working on preparing for that case. They're not quite as worried about the case that just got filed and is on its first court date. It's just a lower priority for them. And ultimately, the decision to dismiss a case is the prosecutor's decision. There are things that we can do in a lot of situations to make it more likely that they do choose to dismiss the case, but ultimately it's their decision on when and if to dismiss the case. And normally, again, going back to them being worried about that case that they have set for trial next week, that's when they're actually really looking more into a case and making a decision about, is this a case that they actually want to take to trial, or is it a case that they're going to get dismissed? So a lot of times we get dismissals right on the eve of trial. The other way that your case could end, like I mentioned, is if your case does go to trial. And ultimately, you're kind of in line for trial once your case gets filed. So the older case is, the more likely that case is going to go to trial. And so when a case gets set for trial, the court is going to look at all of the cases that day that are set for trial, and they're looking at the oldest case, or if somebody's in jail or something, they're looking at that case. And that's going to be the case that goes to trial. And so even if your case does get set for trial early on, you may have several trial settings before your case actually does end up going to trial. If you have any questions about why there may be delays on a criminal case, or if you're being charged with a crime here in San Antonio, feel free to schedule a free consultation with us. We'd love to talk with you about your case and let you know if and how we can help out. You can do that either by clicking down in the link below, and you can schedule a consultation directly from there without even having to call us. Or if you'd prefer to call us, you can give us a call at 210-942-4997. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you have a great day.